The abandoned house. In a secluded village on the outskirts of a dense forest stood an old, neglected house. The house had been abandoned for decades after its owner mysteriously passed away. Local legends whispered that the spirit of the owner still roamed around the premises. A journalist named David caught wind of this story and decided to investigate. He arrived at the village with hopes of uncovering the true tale behind the forsaken house. Upon his arrival, the villagers shared chilling stories of strange occurrences in and around the abandoned dwelling. David chose to spend a night in the house to experience it firsthand. As night fell, the wind whispered through the trees, and a thick fog began to envelop the house. David felt as though unseen eyes were watching him. In the dead of night, David was awakened by the sound of footsteps on the floor above. Determined to uncover the source, he ventured upstairs and discovered a room covered in dust and neglect. In the corner of the room, he found an old doll that eerily resembled the former owner, its eyes seemingly alive. As David attempted to leave, the door to the room slammed shut on its own. Footsteps drew nearer, and dark shadows danced around him. David sensed an otherworldly presence in the room. The night unfolded with terrifying events. David felt a cold touch on his neck, heard indistinct whispers, and saw shadows lingering around him. He knew that something was amiss in that house. The following morning, David decided to leave, but before he departed, he delved deeper into the history of the house's owner. He discovered that the owner had met a tragic end, mirroring the events he had experienced the previous night. David left the village with a pounding heart. Were the events he encountered a product of his imagination, or was something more mysterious transpiring in the abandoned house? The legend of the house persisted in the village, and the chilling tale of David's night in that forsaken dwelling became a timeless conversation piece.